You know, I've seen different videos of certain stereotypes within different genres such as anime, Marvel, Transformers, etc, etc. But I can't find any talking about the different stereotypes of dinosaur fans on the platform, so I thought, you know, why not? If no one else is gonna do it, might as well be me. Our community is one of the most peaceful and understanding ones out there. Hardly any fights, disagreement, or resentment.
You serious?
Oh, you thought I was being serious? As great as being an enthusiast of dinosaurs or anything prehistoric is, it can get pretty toxic at times. I have seen people get heated over the most trivial of things. Some dude said he's gonna book a flight and f someone's mother because they said a Triceratops can beat a T-Rex. Like my brother, it was never that serious. The entire reason I'm even making this video is because of Instagram and partially YouTube. No matter what dinosaur video you make, there's gonna be some wannabe know-it-all who's gonna have something to say. It's worse if it's a battle matchup or something. And look, there's nothing wrong with debating or some slightly aggressive arguments, but some of the things you guys fight over are just plain stupid. So in this video I'm going to be going over the most annoying dinosaur fan types out there. By the way, this is just my personal opinion, so you know what? No, screw you. If you're mad, then I'm specifically talking to you. By the way, quick shameless plug. If you want to have discussions like this or anything prehistoric, join the Discord in the description. For my members watching, I know I haven't been online for 2 days, but this week was the most hectic week I've had this month. So there was a lot of stuff I had to take care of outside of YouTube, but most of it's gone away now, so you should start seeing me back in the server again. If you're a good artist or can create things such as hybrids or anything like that, we have events you can take part in, and we're on the way to 2,000 members, so go on over and join if you're interested. With that rant over, let's get on with the video. So we're going to be starting off on a high note here with the T-Rex fanboys. I don't know how this malice even started. If I'm going to be honest, I think 80% of these people were butthurt fans that cried after the Spinosaurus killed that T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3. It's been more than 2 decades, people, let it go. And 2, it's a movie. Fiction. In other words, not real. Yes, without a doubt, the T-Rex is the most powerful theropod currently studied in paleontology. There may be a few hall types and recent findings of new possible contenders, but those are for the most part speculation at best. So this 13 meter 12 plus ton behemoth reigns supreme in terms of size, strength and bite force. This dinosaur has got the biggest glow up of any dinosaur from the early 2000s. Remember when it was like 5th place in terms of size back then after being overshadowed by the Carcharodontosaurus and the Spinosaurus? Bro had a max weight of 7 tons and 40 feet, but ever since 2020 onwards this thing has gotten bigger and bigger, which is great. Always exciting to see something new come out about the dinosaur, but you people, the hardcore fans, take this too far. You're the but can you beat Goku people in this niche. Do you know how many comment sections I've seen on multiple platforms where people just leave the T-Rex solos comments? It's not even related, by the way, it's just a video about someone talking about Carolini and the largest specimens currently known. Had nothing to do with fighting or T-Rex in the slightest. Yet in the comments are these brain dead troglodytes saying still loses to a Rex lil bro or generic T-Rex solos. Look, I'm happy for you people. Your favorite dinosaur is a marvel of our natural world, showing how far nature pushed the limits back then. But respectfully, put that crusty sock in the washer, go touch some grass and have a shower. Because you crying in some random comment section or Discord channel when no one else is arguing with you is a sign of a mental illness. Because aside from the few people inhaling copium, majority of the people in the space now know that T-Rex is the strongest theropod at the moment without question. However, on the other side of this is unfortunately a fan type that makes people who like the animal such as myself look bad. Listen fellow Spino enthusiasts, we gotta let go. We had our glory days in the early 2000s, but things have changed. The Spinosaurus is no longer the absolute unit we thought it was, at 21 tons and 17 meters. It's still big and is ranked number 3 in size when it comes to theropods, but our guy was not the brawler we thought. It's still an amazing animal that's one of my favorites. For a creature that weighs more than an African elephant to be a subaquatic carnivore is one of the coolest things to me, but with that said, it cannot pull off what we thought it could. Spinosaurus fans are either the most accepting or blatantly ignorant people out there, and the thing is that all of them know this animal cannot beat the T-Rex, so they pull out the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus card. If you have to bring up a fictional bioengineered theropod to help your case, just take the L. You have got to stop bringing up Asset 87 whenever someone says something can beat a Spinosaurus. It just makes us look worse. Either find a valid reason or some points suggesting it could win, or just take the L and close the app. It's not like someone's coming up to your face and screaming at you. Alright, so what will probably be the most controversial fan type in this video is the real dinosaur glazers. Before we start the paragraph, this is what I mean. People with full heart and soul swear that the real animal that follows the laws of our world will beat a genetically modified monster that's bulletproof. Nothing can beat real animals of any kind in reality because they exist and the ones in the movies, well, they don't. And unlike the ones in the movies or film, we are constantly getting new things on them which just makes them better. But, and a very big but, most cannot be the monsters in cinema. Once again, the main culprits of this are the T-Rex people. It's not enough that you have the strongest non-carnivore in reality, they want to extend it to fiction. I'll pose all of you with this question, who would win? This 10-ton bioengineered Ceratosaurus, whose hide is so tough that bullets from an entire SWAT team don't pierce its skin. It can grab a helicopter mid-flight and throw it across the floor, and to top it all off, can tank 2 missiles from a military helicopter to be put down. Yeah, you're gonna need 3 missiles to kill this thing. Or will Goliath win? The largest T-Rex ever discovered, it's 12 tons and has a powerful bite force. So if you have common sense, the winner would obviously be the helicopter grabbing, missile tanking Ceratosaurus, but there's still gonna be someone saying the real T-Rex will win. T-Rex has an amazing center of gravity and is a robust animal with the strongest bite. Shut up! Did you not see what that thing just did? I don't care if the T-Rex has a 2-ton size advantage, it's not that big of a gap where it can take the dub. Because let's be real, 5 bullets from an assault rifle to the head of a real T-Rex would kill it. Yet this thing, well, just look. And in terms of power, it's still not close. I'm not downplaying the T-Rex, it's just facts. Remember, anything in Hollywood does not work under the laws of our world, so they naturally would be able to pull off the things dinosaurs in real life couldn't. Hell, if you think I'm over-exaggerating in the sections, guess what? I saw someone say Sue could beat Grimlock. That's right, the fire-spitting hellborn robotic Rex from Transformers. Yeah, there's a few specimens who think Sue can beat him. But the most popular franchise people have this argument with is the Jurassic Saga. I love Koji Center's content, but I have to heavily disagree with the Rex fight. Even though I'd still disagree with the outcome, I wouldn't mind if Sue won, but at least make it so that Rexy got a few hits in. There's no way Rexy is that cumbersome or stiff that she just runs into trees and gets outmaneuvered by Sue. And don't come in my comments saying the T-Rex is very agile for its size. Yeah, no shit. But so is Rexy. But you know what, Rexy isn't that bad, because in some cases you could possibly see areas where both parties win, I guess. But for you to go on and say that a real T-Rex, even the biggest, can beat Zeb or Acid 87 is next level copium. These are animals that can tear planes to shreds, tank bites from T-Rexes with just a bruise to show for it, and have hides that could be pierced by only the strongest of artillery. Look, I was also one of those people who thought the real T-Rex solos. As a matter of fact, I think in one of my older videos I said those fights would be very close, but looking at it now, it's just not possible. A real T-Rex would snap its hip if it actually tried to run and not fast walk. Meanwhile, these dudes be haul-assing and destroying infrastructure meant to keep dinosaurs like them out. I could go on and on, but there's still gonna be people in the comments trying to defend the real T-Rex, so let's go on to the next type of annoying fan. Okay, so this one has 2 sides, and it's the herbivores are just carnivore food people. So on one side there's folks saying things like hadrosaurs can fight back, and on the other side they're saying they can't. The reason I say both sides is because all 2 take it way too far. Hadrosaurs can in fact defend themselves, and with some weighing more than a T-Rex, they can deal some serious damage. But again, they aren't these overpowered things that are untouchable, because the fact of the matter is that they were one of the most popular prey items for any megaceropod regardless of what time period they were in. Except for the Shant, probably. But regardless, they were seen as a more viable food source. Because let's be honest, would you rather risk a kick or a sharp bite, or a horn piercing your skull? Both bad options, but you know what's better. It's also not as though these predators are targeting the biggest and most powerful individuals of each herd, but even if they do in a desperate scenario, something like a T-Rex would have a 50-50 chance with the largest Edmontosaurus. Hell, even a 60% chance. This was again something I was guilty of, because I would say an adult hadrosaur would rock any carnivore that came up to it, but in reality, while they could defend themselves, it's something like a lion versus a zebra. Both could hurt each other and the outcome depends on the timing and the individual. This one isn't a big issue because thankfully not a lot of people argue about this, but the last type of fan I'll review in this video is basically Rex fans light. Allosaurus fans see themselves as this noble group that's underrated and still humble, yet make posts on social media platforms with captions like, when people are fighting over the T-Rex versus Spinosaurus but you know Allosaurus is just better. They act like Allosaurus is this rare dinosaur that people look over when in reality, it's one of the most popular ones up there. This isn't a hate on the dinosaur because it's my 4th favorite, but the group that idolizes it is the pick-me of this niche. The nice guys or girls, if you will. They try to act like if it's your favorite dinosaur then you're automatically superior because you picked a theropod that isn't a T-Rex or a Spinosaurus, when in reality, as I said, it's just as popular. And this is off topic, but in any, and I mean any, if you know any game where this isn't true, you let me know, but in every single multiplayer game that has dinosaurs, the people playing the Allosaurus are the most nefarious and scummy people on the server. Heavens have mercy if you are any dinosaur in the old world. That stuff would be an absolute nightmare. But that's just about it for this one, folks. It was just a fun little video I wanted to make, so don't take it that seriously, and if you do, go shower. I don't know what to tell you really, but as some of you from the Discord may know, I'll be moving into a new apartment sometime next week, and I have a lot of work outside of YouTube to do, so there might be 4 uploads instead of the weekly 5. I know, it's blasphemous to the highest degree, but bear with me, it will be worth it, I promise. But with that out of the way, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.